Hello, I'm Andy, and I'm going to read to you a program called Monthly Horoscope for October 2021. And this is especially for you coming from Scorpio. Before I begin, here's my email. Send me this email if you wish to know your next 9 years based on your date of birth, your time of birth, and looking at your palms. And I will show you how to connect the energy with your soul. It's there within you. I'll show you how to formulate your own personal lucky lottery numbers. So send me that email and I'll talk more about this later for you. Many other ways of energizing yourself. The first 15 days, the first 15 days of October, where your job and career is concerned, it's a very difficult first 15 days. So, where job and career is concerned, be careful that you are not on the same wavelength as your bosses or the managers or people you work with. And that can be a contributing factor that you isolate yourself and weaken your job prospects. Regarding your business, it's also not being on the same wavelength and not being too very agreeable and sometimes being argumentative and sometimes being unnecessarily just very different. But that would be a negative way because these are all negative planets doing that to you. So, job and career and business areas, try not to allow that to happen, or you'll have your first 15 days full of problems. Regarding romance and marriage, it's going to be very troublesome as well. And this troublesomeness comes through differences of opinion and a temper that turns very bad suddenly. And of course, being not on the same wavelength. And therefore, how could you agree to anything? So remember my words that you have to improve whatever you can. Improve in the sense that be flexible, be negotiable, and you'll give yourself a better chance to do slightly better, at least, in romance and marriage areas. Now, how about your lucky ages? I'm going to give you some samples of lucky ages to show how certain ages work very well for people, especially you coming from Scorpio. If you happen to be the ages of 18 or 27 or 36 or 45 or 54 or 63 or 72 or 81 or even 90. You're going to have the luck going for you and you'll be able to, in any area of the life, do better than the others because you'll have that specialness that ages can bring. Ages represent planets, and if the ages are good, they represent good planets. So you'll be able to do well if you have these ages in the first 15 days of October. Your lucky lottery numbers. Well, let me give you another set of lucky ages as well. And if you happen to be the ages of 22 or 31 or 40 or 49 or 58 or 67 or 76 or 85 or 94, you are going to be also a very lucky person because these ages also represent a small group of very good planets for you. I'm going to read to you now your lottery numbers. I've done some homework for you. And using Kabbalistic astrology, I've got these two sets of numbers. The first set of numbers is the number 8, 17, 26, 35, 44, 53, 62, and 71 if you need that much. Your second set of numbers are going to be the number 5, 14, 23, 32, 41, 50, 59, 68, and 77, and even 86, or even 95. So it depends on what kind of lotteries you play. So I'll go up to there. Which numbers you don't need, you cancel them out. I'm going to give you a third set of numbers using Kabbalistic tarot cards because tarot has an energy of its own. Let's see what the tarot can come up for you because Kabbalistic cards have signs of planets and signs of all that. They're very special cards. They've gone out of print a long time ago. I was lucky to get one. And now this is the card that I'm going to pull. So let me look at the card first. Well, this is the card which is very interesting. And it represents the sun, S-U-N. And so I'm going to choose these numbers. I'm going to choose the number 9, 18, 27, 36, 45, 54, 63, 72, 81, and even 90. Is that color purple that excites me there on the bottom. And of course, the other signs on the end. So these are the three sets of numbers. One is through the tarot, and the other is through Kabbalistic astrology. What do you do with these numbers? Well, if you have been to see me for a 90-minute session, you will know exactly how to cope with these numbers and what to do. In the meantime, see if these numbers relate to you in any way, or with the people you know, or with the dates that are important, and just use that for that in the meantime. So it's important to have a 90-minute session one day. I'll talk more about that later. A trip to the casino in the first 15 days of October, is it worth your while? I'll have to say it's not worth your while. Because whatever you do, there's one planet there especially that can bring trouble, where money is going to go out rather than come in. So don't take too much money along with you. But if you really want to go, then I see some chances of a quick win. And you have to wear your best colors. And you'll only know your best colors because best colors connect to you to your best planets. You'll only know that if you do a 90-minute session. I'll give you all that information, your lucky colors, your lucky gemstones, your lucky directions, on and on. In the meantime, try your best. Use your own intuitiveness as much as you can. So I make it as not a very fruitful journey in the first 15 days of October to the casino. Play safe and play small, and you'll come back with something. Now, around about the last 15 days of October, how are they going to be? Last 15 days of October are going to be very lucky for you. That's when you really want to go do things in any form and where you will get results very well. So in the area of job and business and finances, you are going to get some very good deals coming your way, opportunities coming your way. So look forward to that. If you want to make changes, this is the time, last 15 days of October. And even if it's not the changes, but improvement, this is the time as well, where job and career and business is concerned. So plan it for that and go for the movement of making those things happen. Regarding romance and marriage, everything comes under control. There's happiness, there's understanding, there's support for you, and you support the other. And you will have plenty of opportunities taking the romance to a better level and making the marriage very much more comfortable and happy. Now, your lucky ages in the last 15 days. The first group of ages are these: the age of 18, 27, 36, 45, 54, 63, 72, 81, and 90. It is the same as the first 15 days, which means this one single planet throughout the whole month is trying to help you a lot. So on these lucky ages, try to do as much as you can. I'm going to give you another set of ages. And even if you happen to be the ages of 17 or 26 or 35 or 44 or 53 or 62 or 71 or even 80 or 89. So you'll become also very lucky in these such ages. Now, if you are not of these ages, well, the only way is to have a 90-minute reading to get yourself to know exactly the calendar years, the ages, and all these energy forms. But let's talk of lottery numbers. So, again, I've done homework for you. And using Kabbalistic astrology, in this last 15 days, the first set of numbers are the number 8, 17, 26, 35, 44, 53, 62, and 71, and 80, and 89. That's the first group of numbers. The second group of numbers, which I get from here, they are the number 4, 13, 22, 31, 40, 49, 58. After 58, 67, 76, 85, or 94. These are also the same as the first 15 days. So you've got two planets running through, helping you a lot. And for the third set of numbers, I'm going to go back to the Kabbalistic cards and see what they say. Let's see what they say. Okay, let's look at this card here. This is a very powerful card. It's the card of Jupiter. It shows the control that you want and the control that you can give. And it shows the help and the charity and everything that's nice. So from this card, I'm going to be influenced by the Jupiter, which means the number 3, 12, 21, 30, 39, 48, 57, 66, 75, and 84, and 93. Depends how many numbers you go. Some lotteries even go up to 100. What numbers you don't need, you just cancel them out. And now, all right, so these are the 3 lottery sets of numbers which I've given you. What about a trip to the casino? Now, the last 15 days, it says you stand a much better chance to get something positive done during a trip to the casino. And I would say that actually from the 21st of October onwards is when your luck becomes better and better and better. So from the 21st of October up to the end of October is perhaps the time you want to visit casinos or even concentrate on buying lotteries or doing anything more important, making decisions as well. So you do that for yourself. So that's what I can give you, the energies for October monthly horoscope. Now regarding the 90-minute session, it will be based on your date of birth and time of birth, and most importantly, looking at your palms. Your palms are ever changing, and the changes can be for the better, they can be for the worse. But nobody can have palms like yours. Whereas on your date of birth, up to 300,000 people are born. And even around your time of birth, there's a lot of people born, but nobody will have palms like yours. So I fall back on the palms quite a lot and tie it up with a horoscope based on your date of birth and time of birth. And I'll show you how to excel in everything that you do during your lucky ages and your lucky calendar years. When they merge, it means everything works like a charm. And I'll go through the next 9 years for you, age by age, calendar year by calendar year, quickly. to build a platform for your next 9 years. And I'll show you how to reach that magic in you. I call that the soul. And when you can activate the energies of the soul, your third eye, your aura, and the soul itself will be activated, making you somebody very special. People who are doing things out of this world, how do they get these ideas? Where do they get the genius from? We all are the same, but they have connected to such energies, and that's how they are becoming very special. And why shouldn't you be? And I'll speak to you intensely about your health areas. I'll give an overview of what's going to happen, what has happened, everything like that. And so you'll have a good 90-minute session, knowing your next 9 years, the ups and the downs, and how to conquer them or how to run away from trouble far ahead of time. So send me this email, and I'll come back to you as soon as I can. And let's get your next 9 years take off so that you can be a very special person and find your way to success in all ways. In the meantime, I wish you a good month of October. Thank you. Goodbye.